Hey, yo, you King Fight News, man. Eddie Hearn. He just can't stop getting exposed. Now it's ESPN's Dan Rafael, who's on the Wilder train, saying, you know what? This is some old bullshit. That $12.5 million offer is a joke. E-King Fight News. More on this story, guys. Alright, back at it. E-King Fight News. Dan Rafael, of all the journalists in ESPN, it's Dan Rafael exposing Eddie Hearn. This is the headline at ESPN.com/boxing. The games being played and why it means Joshua Wilder won't be next. ESPN, Dan Rafael, aka Fat Man Dan. Fat Man Dan's going in. This is what he had to say. In boxing, as in life, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So, he's saying he 100% believes that Wilder Camp wants to fight and wants to fight Wilder next. He has no doubt Wilder would be willing to travel to Joshua's home country, the UK, for the bout. Wilder said to be repeatedly is said so repeatedly and showed his warrior spirit by previously signing to go over to Moscow, Russia to face Alexander Povetkin. That's before he tested positive, okay? Alright, all that considered, we understand Wilder is absolutely willing to fight Joshua wherever, whenever, you know, considering a reasonable offer is presented, and if assuming he wins, would then be the ace side in a rematch, which is as any other fighter would expect to be considered the ace side in a rematch, assuming they win. Look at Floyd Mayweather. He beat Oscar De La Hoya. You know the reason why a rematch never came to fruition was because De La Hoya was too fucking greedy and he didn't want to give Mayweather the ace side. But anyways, that's a whole nother topic. As we all know, Eddie Hearn offered Deontay Wilder a take it or leave it $12.5 million deal. And guess what? Without cutting him in for a large percentage of an event that could generate in the high 8 figures is a joke. You got Dan Rafael calling your offer a joke, Eddie Hearn. And Dan Rafael, man, he's one of the most biased dudes out here. And I'm talking about biased in the direction of guys like Lomachenko, Triple G, Kovalev. You know, I can keep going on. Very biased guy, Dan Rafael. But even he can see the light when it comes to this Wilder-Joshua negotiation situation. So, he's saying Wilder's worth a lot more than that. Obviously, he brings the last piece of the undisputed title to the table. He brings a bigger fan base, and on his own, Wilder generates more money than Parker does. Point blank. Did he lie about anything yet? Is Dan Rafael out here not speaking the truth about this situation? Because it looks like he is. If Parker is worth a third, Wilder is easily worth at least that much, and even a few more points. His side has stated it knows it's not getting 50-50, and he hasn't asked for it. But to be offered a flat fee is not a real offer. It's an offer meant for Joshua team to be able to run around and say, hey, we made an offer, Team Wilder turned it down. Man, is Dan Rafael listening to 78 these days, man? Is he listening to E-King Fight News these days, man? Dan Rafael, are you listening, bro? Oh, snap. Dan Rafael might be tuning in. You never know. Anyways, it doesn't take It doesn't take a genius to know that this is some bullshit offer. To get no pay-per-view percentage? Are you serious? And it's not only that, but Eddie Hearn has since confirmed the fact that he does not want to give Wilder a percentage of this, of the pie, of the pot. They got a boatload of money that will be generated from this event, and they don't want to give Wilder a percentage? What the fuck? The man is the WBC heavyweight champion. All the fighters previously got percentage splits for a Joshua fight. You can't tell me Parker didn't get a percentage split. You can't tell me that Vladimir Klitschko didn't get a percentage split. You can't tell me that, guys. So King Fight News, man, more on this story, guys. More on this story. Oh yeah, you know we're about to go in, right? So not only that, but Eddie Hearn, apparently he spoke with Fight Hype, and he said, point blank, you know, this Deontay Wilder is a massive risk for Anthony Joshua. Why am I going to take Anthony Joshua and put him in there against this massive risk that is Deontay Wilder when I can make $20 million fighting Joe Blow? That's what he had to say. So what is it about, Eddie Hearn? Is it about being undisputed? Or is it about fighting Joe Blow? Which one is it going to be? You know, he understands. Eddie Hearn, I know you understand. Regardless, you're in for a tough fight. You're in for a risky fight. Even if you don't fight Deontay Wilder, because you got to deal with the Russian juice master, Alexander Povetkin, who's going to come in here. He's gonna, all his tests are going to be clean. But you don't know what's in those veins, man. You don't know what's in that blood. You know, cause there ain't no WBC clean boxing program. I have not yet seen any push from the Joshua camp for advanced drug testing in any of their fights. So I'm going to assume the drug testing is going to be pretty much hush-hush. You know? So, you know, Joshua has to be very careful about the moves he's going to make going forward. Povetkin is not he's not a world beater. He's not. But he is an elite heavyweight competitor. You saw what he did to David Price. And we've all heard the rumors of what David Price did to Anthony Joshua, a younger Anthony Joshua. From what I hear, David Price knocked Joshua out cold in sparring. Yeah, and we saw how. I saw Povetkin get hurt by David Price. He came back the next round, no problems. I saw Povetkin versus Vladimir Klitschko, that first fight that had Klitschko throwing Povetkin all over the place, all these dirty tactics. Did Vladimir Klitschko get a stoppage, guys? No, he didn't stop him. Povetkin kept coming. He kept coming for that head. And if Joshua's stamina is not in peak form, Povetkin can come out here and get a late stoppage. I shit you not. So, like I said, he's got to be very careful, Anthony Joshua, about what he does next. Because if he wants to sit here and play games with the Deontay Wilder situation and not want to make that fight happen, that's all good. Deontay Wilder is going to keep it moving. He's going to fight the next best opponent that's available. And whether it happens to be Dillian White, whether it happens to be Dominic Brazil, whether it happens to be, let's say, an Amir Mansour, whoever it may be, Wilder's going to generate millions in New York, maybe even Alabama, who knows? But that's Deontay Wilder. That's how he moves. I'm not saying Joshua's not going to make more. No one's saying that on their own. Because Joshua loves to, stay in his comfort zone. But when it comes down to Wilder coming in the ring, saying, hey, let's make a fight, Joshua, that's when Anthony Joshua wants no smoke. I'll tell you that much. So, I to this day, I don't know if Eddie Hearn or Anthony Joshua is serious about making this fight. He's even talking about, doing a face-to-face meeting with Wilder's team. I don't know why he's talking about that in the media. I don't know why. But if he's serious about it, he should say he's willing to be flexible on that initial offer. That's all he's got to say. E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Y'all know what it is.